Hello everyone, this is John Gatis, your host and founder of Everything NT and owner of the Gatis Real Estate team at Keller Williams Realty. The North Tonawanda High School Wall of Fame project is looking for your support to secure funding to modernize and renovate the existing high school Wall of Fame. Today, we sat down with 1974 North Tonawanda graduate and Wall of Fame member, James Piorkowski. James is an accomplished classical guitar player, composer, and distinguished professor of 37 years at Fredonia University. James has taken those lessons that he's learned at North Tonawanda High School and has gone on to share them with the world as an educator and a musician. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to Visual and Performing Arts Wall of Fame member, James Piorkowski.
My name is James Piorkowski, and I graduated from North Tonawanda High School in 1974. I wasn't a big jock as some of my brothers were. I was more of getting some classmates to form a rock band, to form a band that we could do covers of Neil Young or the Beatles or whatever we were playing at the time. Following graduation from North Tonawanda High School, I enrolled at Buffalo State College. When I discovered the music program at Buffalo State in my sophomore year, I decided to switch majors to music. I just finished my 37th year of teaching at State University of New York at Fredonia. When I look back at the art classes that were available, painting, sculpting, photography, drawing, and I look back at the music classes that were available in music theory with Vernon Kurzweil, a fellow Wall of Famer. Those were amazing things looking back, to be able to embrace and to indulge and to widen my worldview and understanding. I don't know how normal that was compared to other public schools at the time, but at that time, looking back, it's quite treasured in my memory. And in specific, I think of Vernon Kurzweil, my music theory teacher, and he was the choir director at the time. I remember we were learning music theory, and there were certain rules that you had to follow in these assignments that I look back and I realized that I was able to learn the rules and learn how to break the rules in my artistic expression of composing, which I eventually became a composer. I didn't know I was going to be a composer. I had no clue. But those seeds that were planted early on, especially with Mr. Kurzweil, I see eventually blossomed. The classical guitar was something that was incredibly unique to me, but it became something that I could be enriched by and hopefully could enrich others. I've also, years ago, became a composer, creating brand new works that never existed before. And those works have become published, have become performed worldwide, have become recorded. They become part of commercials or TV shows across the world and soundtracks, and that was never my goal. It was just to create great art, to expressively create great music, to meet my standard of excellence. And having been in this teaching game for now 4 decades, to see what my students have accomplished, their performing careers, their teaching careers, their education, it's amazing. It was my old friend John Barron who contacted me, wandered into the athletic side of the Hall of Fame and saw that there needed and could be an upgrade, and then was told about the performing arts side. And John's vision, NT students can achieve in athletics, can achieve in the arts, should be something that's potentially inspirational, possibly motivational for the current students. And I hope that more than anything, that these students see what people just like them from this same high school accomplished eventually after graduating. Hopefully to make someone think of how excellent that they could become, because they don't know yet. And that's an important lesson. You're going to integrate some of that into the interview, right?
Oh, yeah.